Hey everybody, welcome in. Hope you're all having a great evening, morning, whatever the hell time zone you're in. Super late at night for some of you. Let me turn that music down a little bit. There we go. So we have night 4 of our real endgame home goods tours. So let us do our last EU entry for, what was this, the regular? Yep, regular category, medium size, all in EU. This is by Bly the Spirit, 1962, Domus Frasticus, just titled I'm Late, I'm Late. There we go. I'm suspecting Alice in Wonderland kind of things. Man, Beryl, you and Span really just smashed through those. I'm like not even halfway done. Oh, a little more than halfway done, I think. Just barely. Oh, yeah, sure enough. That is a very late bunny we have here. Alright, so this is a Domus Frasticus, totally caved up. Got the Vardenfell volcanic boulders and little plugs. Got the lovely sawdust pile, works great as mulch. Like, just absolutely fantastic pieces we got for dirt solutions over the last 2 years. Did 2 streams that were about 3 hours longer than normal to get them all done? Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I figure thankfully we've got a pretty generous time frame on this one compared to some other contests I've done lately, so that's been my saving grace here. I love the flowers. I like this street lamp cobble. It seems like the sign holder is a popular choice for that. And you got these lovely little flowers here, the daffodils, the apocrypha anemones, these little butterweed guys. They are really detailed. Really, really cute. The limestone pebble path. I think if there's one takeaway people watching this should have, it's just how nice these pebble paths can be for gardens. Hey, Salvis, welcome in. Just taking advantage of the kiddos being entertained so you get in some longer days. Nice, very nice. Of all the colorful shrubbery here, we got some butterweeds, we got some westfield shrubs, got the great happy galen flowers, and what a fantastic little street lamp. Just that common hanging lantern and a sign holder. Got some galen agave. I'm finally recognizing some of the isolated blooms a little bit more. It's been a great learning experience of just what all is out there in terms of home goods. Some nice sunflowers from Galen, the little Scaithraw things from Vardenfell. Shadows, welcome in. How you doing? Got these cute little ferns. What are these shrubs? These look newish. Sharp underbrush. Maybe not. Maybe they're from Deadlands. They do look very sharp. So we are going down the rabbit hole. Lots of colors. Tired? Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah, don't feel guilty if you have to pop out and get some actual sleep. I love the beach grass mixed with the dry northern elsewhere grass. That's a nice little combo right there. And that new solstice beach grass plus the old northern elsewhere grass. Only been awake an hour? Okay, fair enough. Get some coffee then. Start your day. Yeah, lovely, colorful rabbit hole. Wow, it seems like it's taking us all the way to the back of Domus. And then I'm assuming we'll be pivoting around the side of the house to go through the door, and then the door is where the tea party starts. We got this lovely purple gorse here. These individual petals kind of remind me of like butterflies. I wonder if you could isolate just a strand of gorse. Wow, lots of beautiful color choices here. And this path seems to be narrowing in a Junji Ito-ish fashion. Ooh, we got this lovely solstice boulder there. How many solstice boulders are here? Just 2 or 3 to get you all of this amazing brown cave dirt, and then the walls are also the sandstone. I love these things. I haven't even played with them yet, but I just adore this particular boulder and its vertical counterpart. We got the nice fallen leaves from Colovia. Okay, so here's the tea party. So we wound essentially all the way around the back of the house, coming from the left, and now we are to the right. And we have some bunnies having a little tea party. Oh, we got lots of bunnies. Oh, and the white one was late. Very, very cute. There he is. Yeah, you're just in time, old Bun Bun. I like these snowy stumps for the... Wait, what are these things? Some kind of underside of a snowy tree, I'm assuming. Yep, winter pine. Wow. Yeah, they do kind of read as like a little cushion for this log. That's adorable. Got a common little place setting. Got the common skillet just as a platter. I like the soup bowls with the flowers in them just to give them a little extra. Yeah, this seems like a feast fit for some bunnies. Thought they looked like burnt marshmallow. What, the tree trunks? The undersides of these winter pines. I can kind of see it. All these bunnies are so cute. We got the common island table. All the fallen leaves. Got some deadlands flora over here. Little bits of Westfield shrubs. I like this too. The fact that you can use this limestone stairway as a little stony path edging. Like, it's kind of a slot commitment, but Domus has 400 slots to work with, and I think they did a fantastic job just landscaping the hell out of it, freeing up a lot of slots with the nice efficient boulder choices to just use these limestone stairways as a little bit of extra fancy retaining wall. Well, fancy but rustic in a way. Got the sawdust pile all around. I really, really adore this combination of limestone pebbles with the sawdust for the mulch. It's just a fantastic garden we find ourselves in, and all underground. I like the volcanic plugs. Very cute concept. Like, I've seen a lot of Wonderland builds, but like this one is just kind of unique in that it's, you know, more a focus on like the flora of it, like the colorful flora and the tea party right at the end with the bunnies. Just so freaking cute. Yeah, the fact that it's just all bunnies now, because otherwise you'd have to cobble like a hatter, or you'd have to, you know, find a dormouse. But no, it's with the home goods contest. I really just like this little bunny feast. Beautiful. Got their little flower arrangements, their edible arrangements, if you will. Yeah, really, really nice. By Bly the Spirit, 1962. Awesome. Alright, so that'll take us back to NA. And that will take us to, yep, 2 on NA for the rest of the regular medium category. Looks like we've got a Sleep Creek coming up. Oh yeah, I'm gonna load into my work in progress in room. I think I shared a screenshot of it. It's coming along. I still need to cobble a hat for one of them. Alright, is it gonna load? Is it gonna crash? Sound cut out, so who knows? Is it? It looks like it's crashing. Oh, nope, it went. Cool. Alright, so yeah, here's what I'm working on. If anyone can craft one of these Muller boards, I do need a second one of those. Paint Muller board. I've been checking TTC. I bought the one that was listed. It is a blueprint, but the blueprint sells for like $500,000 right now, so I'm like, I'll pass. Yeah, I do need a second one just to make that blood splatter a little more symmetrical. And then I'm just gonna give that guy a hat. Got some hands cooking on the grill. Redo the grill a little bit. And then I've got some freshly eaten hands over here I'm going to be putting on a plate. But yeah, you get the gist. So this is something new from Solstice, a paint Muller board. I'm actually not sure where the blueprints drop. I think it might be just out of an urn. But it is a purple, so I wouldn't expect too many people to have it just yet. Not a huge deal. I'm just looking for it when it shows up on TTC, and I'm sure it will. Also, I'm just now realizing how nice of a doorknob this on its own could make. Yeah, look at that. That is such a perfect doorknob. Here, I was like looking at it for the blood splatter, but honestly, like that. I also like how it's the same on the back, so if you just want the blood splatter without having to hide the little stampy thing, that is also an option. So, it's interesting. The back doesn't have the same wood grain tech. Oh, it's just tilted 90 degrees. That's what it is. Cool. Anyway, love these artistic Argonians and all the paint supplies that they have given us. I feel like this needs a carpet. I know it doesn't have a carpet in the cartoon, but I really feel like it needs a carpet in here. Anyway, back to the tours. This is just my little in-room that I'm working on with all of 11 slots left. Alright, so next up we have Sammy the Snail, or Sammy the Sny, as it is technically typed out. And it is titled Pottery Retreat in Sleep Creek House. A rustic, secluded potter's retreat, tucked away amidst an overgrown Khajiit structure. Ooh. Sleep Creek, I could see. Hey, Rosie Lonnie, welcome in. How you doing? Love that emote. He's a cute little wavy bear. Alright. Oh, wow, they've really covered up the Sleep Creek structure. Lots of boulders. I like this too, the jungle tree kind of overgrowing the whole wall. Alright, let me take off all my speed stuff. Got some nice grass with the hedges, like the shrubbery kind of growing in between the cracks between these two different styles of boulders. Kind of smooths it out a little bit. Ooh, got a little campfire here. I like the Celestrix in there. Maybe supposed to be some kind of ember, or I don't even know. I don't know what Celestrix is implied to be in the campfire there, but it's cute. Hey, Lil Fox, welcome in. Recent update really made the colors snap with the graphics. Yeah, right? You talking about like the new furnishings? Shout out here. We're gonna follow Lil Fox. I love how they just isolated the creek of Sleep Creek. It hid most of the Khajiit. Oh wow, wow! These are individual posts, like the reclaimed wood. Graphics overall in the game are so much better. You talk about like the new assets, because yeah, I would agree. They seem to have taken a chunkier aesthetic than the base game stuff. Like it really becomes apparent if you compare like some of the Necrom stuff, like say a Necrom table to like some of the older tables. It seems almost more like WoW-esque, and I kind of wonder if when Microsoft acquired ZOS, if they might have poached some of the artists over from the WoW side of things to just kind of redo the art aesthetic a little bit. I don't know. Like, here's the thing. I don't know if I would say they're objectively better, but in terms of like engine limitations on this very old engine, it's probably a lot more scalable to still run decently on older hardware while, you know, not putting as much strain rendering like super high res textures. Because I'm thinking textures are probably a similar resolution, but they've like shaded the things more. Yeah, you hope that it doesn't go full cartoon, like the more nature. Like, yeah, I completely agree. They've done a great job with some of the newer trees and everything, like the sunflowers, especially. Like, they're just so vibrant. I feel like Westfield kind of leaned a little more cartoony than I would like, but Solstice, for the most part, has dialed it back. Like, I like the Solstice palm trees and the new bismuth crystals. I think are really cool. So yeah, like being vibrant without being cartoony. I think they're finally dialing it in a way that's less less cartoony than maybe Westfield and Necrom had been. Orlando, Florida. Yeah, yeah. This does kind of give like an overgrown, like swampy feel, especially with the lily pads that have been added to the creek. The overgrown vines. This cute little campsite here. It's really interesting how they covered up the most of the like overtly Khajiit structures. They kept the stilt legs because those are nice and rustic, but all the like extra gold embellishments they seem to have hidden behind hedges, behind these reclaimed wood posts. I really love how this just goes all the way up and around. Little wagon wheel leaning there. Cute little hay bed. Got that dwarven broom. Very nice. Can I peek through here? Are we supposed to? I don't think we're supposed to peek through there. This really brings out just how pretty this creek is. You hide the wall, just covered in boulders. I think I wanted to redo my own Sleep Creek for a while. Oh, they even added the little dragonthorn or Daedra thorn flowers in with the lily pads. Give them little lily blossoms. That's really, really cute. Lily pads are such a glow up for these kinds of water features that like innately seem a little flat. You can really make them pop with just some lily pads and some flowers. It goes great with the grass that's just kind of growing along the shore here too. A little fallen branch. Yeah, beautiful campsite here. Build up the canopy a little bit on the boulders. We've got these elsewhere rubble piles with this great dirt. And we climb up the limestone stairs that we just saw as a garden fence in the last build. We can go up and down, every which way. It's a very explorable build, it looks like. Let's go say hi to the monkey before I forget. What's up, buddy? I like how beta test, we got a monkey, and then 10th anniversary, we got a monkey, and there's like one other, I think 2 other monkeys in there as well. But they seem to have bookended their 10 years with monkeys, which I just find kind of funny. Ooh. Oh, here's the potter. Wait, is the monkey the one doing the pottery? And if so, does that make him a Harry Potter? I do not apologize. Got these rough little clay bowls. Got the... What are these plates? These are really cute. Just common bowls serving. I forgot about these guys. I got them. Oh, nice variety of shapes and sizes. That seems very... And then the very rough-hewn potter's wheel here. I like that with the wheels. Just the wagon wheels of the pottery wheels. Very cute. Got the bowls freshly potted. Ooh. Got a bunch of cleavers. Is this for like carving little etchings before they go in the kiln, maybe? That's cute. These cleavers. For being such an old item, I really kind of like how they have the handles with the little rivets in them too. Yeah, here's the Merkmeyer kiln. And the janky table. I have just become so endeared to the janky table as I've gone throughout these home tours, or these home goods stores. It's just... I question why Zos made this the way they did, but the more I see it, the more I love it. Oh, there's a squirrel up in the tree, just kind of lurking menacingly. Hope it's okay if I go back here. Ooh. Oh, that's cute. The statuettes and the Kunzari tablets. Fancying up these tables with the Kunzari and the square pedestal bases of the statuettes. Well, here's a round one too. First thought was, that's the station where you remove the pottery from the plate. Normally you'd use like, oh yeah. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Like how you get the soft, squishy clay off of the plate and into the kiln. Or is that after it's been fired that you do that? And I did pottery like forever ago, but I never really thought... Yeah, and cleaning off the plates, gotta scrape off all the little... Yeah, before? Yeah, that makes sense. Nice. The heck is this log? This is a cool log. Log fallen pine. don't think I realized how large that log actually is. Does it taper? Oh yeah, okay, it's this one. Wow, that is... Or no, that's a laurel. This guy. Okay, yeah, so it tapers, but man, that little chunk there is way bigger than I thought it was. You already dress up the glaze before firing? Yeah, it could be. Well, I like to speculate on things that I am, like, woefully unprepared to know for sure. Cute little basket there. Very nice. Feels so remote. Because, like, normally there's a whole city off in that direction, so I like how they built up the wall, so all you see is the boulders in the surrounding zone of Ralka. You got the little shrubby shrubs, the hibiscuses. It's up this way. Ooh. I love this. The sunflower, yeah, sunflower planter. There we go. Druidic planter of sunflowers, just because they have that really cool base. Yeah. Just using this for furniture cobbles, I think, is a really nice touch. It's one of the few like things that looks like the Druidic tile set. You could just cobble it into pseudo-Druidic benches. Also, these logs here as pillows. Or wood-cutting blocks, rather, as like super rustic pillows. Oh, there's a wheelbarrow here. I wonder if this is where they get their clay. I see a little bit of sawdust here. Maybe they're digging up some clay for the pottery. Lots of vibrant colors around. They hid the wood posts behind the Khajiit spikes, I believe. Really, really nice. Great job hiding the more urban aspects of the zone view here. Like this too, adding extra flowers in the hedges. Really cute. There's the rest of the creek. This was my first 400 slot home, and I really just have such nostalgic vibes about it. I need to do something new with it though. There's just so much potential here. Really nice. And this was by Sammy Snail. Spelled S-N-A-I-I. Really cozy. Ooh! This little nook too. I like that. They kind of carved this into the boulder, or implied it anyway, but also have this little log nook. Some private little sit and meditate spot. Really cute. Alright, next up, it's going to be by Mary Jane the High Elf, Cliffshade, Lowly Altmer Den. Let's load in, and I'll read the description. When Altmer blood is muddled with Bosmer, and the result is a lowborn cousin no one wants to claim. This is their home, a common Mer NPC who fails to do many household chores because the pull of routine is too strong. It smells very organic. Wow, that is a hell of a description. Right? I love that name, too, Salvas. But yeah, that description, too. Wow, that is a lot of unsavory Altmer lore. Kind of dig it. Oh, wow. So for those who don't know, Cliffshade is a high elf house that is all interior, and it seems that this has been converted into a forest space. It reminds me of that one Hammer Death we saw by Turkblue. Anyway, got the shroom beetles, got the cute little crimson torch bug, lots of mushrooms. 400 slot home, not a very big home, especially when you consider there's no yard to work with. Ooh, this is really, really cool. It's just so overgrown, it really sells the illusion that we're in the forest. You know, boulders and trees and hedges, covering every bit of actual wall. Got lots of vines overgrowing the whole thing. Got a fanny plant here. A little shroomy beetle. It's so whimsical. Got little mini bunions. What, the fanny plant? Yeah, fanny plant. Fargrave curtain here. Ooh. Can't just gloss over. I gloss over it all the time. It doesn't even register as a thing to be said anymore. Oh, this is cute. I really like how they just took this one side room and made it like the whole forest hut. That's a first? Wow. Yeah, Shadows. Tune in more. I'm sure there are other nicknames I have for things that you haven't heard yet, if that's the case. I feel like that's one of my go-tos. Alright, love the use of the armory station here, and the individual planks as the stairs, like, holy crap. That is really nicely done. What about the purple poison trap flowers? Like, you've definitely heard me call them fart flowers before, right? I'm hoping. Also love the Kunzari singing wall just to cover up that like fancier high elf wainscoting. Oh, that's a fun little range. Like that. Just the tops of the common lanterns for the burners. That is so cool. And then this is what, the top of a wagon wheel maybe, or the underside of a layout? Oh, yeah, it is the wagon wheel. Nice. Oh man, I'm seeing some really cool things done with these wagon wheels. Just isolating the hub, really do some fun things with that. I don't even, like, I didn't even remember that even though this side is like a big broken axle, the other side is an intact hub that you can use for things like that. It's a solid little chunk of metal to isolate. We've got lots of stacked plates and cutlery down here. Got that rough crate, and then making individual shelves out of the crate lids. Really nice touch there. Got the dwarven loaf pan. The Vardenfell map as a fancy little kitchen tile. Some chicken nuggets cooking in the Merkmeyer kiln. I think I see a trophy head back there. I want to say Incratus's behemoth, but I'm not sure. Also, is that a pet? That might be a pet making those flames. I can't think of anything else it would be. Flame Atronach pocket horse. Oh, that isn't a trophy head. That's an actual horse back there moving around. Really cute. Got lots of laundry waiting to be cooked. We've got a big old bucket of dishes waiting to be done. You got your soup with a single chicken nugget because that makes it gourmet. Ooh, I like the custom scavenged metal table with the struts as the legs and the scrap metal with the tabletop. Rough little stools. There's a trophy head with some embers. Good old Valken Scoria. Got a little pot hook too with the sign holder. Got this like dwarven metal plate you get from Markarth just as a fancy little hearth decoration. These corner shelves with the scavenged plates. You got statuettes up there. Common lantern. Lots of firewood. Oh wow, is this coal made of the very tippy top of a Cold Harbor shard? Cold Harbor cluster. Oh right, there are the clusters. I always forgot about the clusters. Really, all the Cold Harbor rocks are fantastic, but I always forget about these guys. They're just so random. Look how they've got the basket with the matching lid there too. Kind of falling off. You got all your rough laundry there. Wow, they built all the way up to the second floor in a much more rustic fashion than the actual staircase. Oh, we can still get to the staircase over here. What is... I'm kind of like moseying around, not really sure which direction to go, but now I'm curious. Because if this is the actual staircase, but I think it's implied to be outside of the home itself, so where does this lead? Ooh, more jungle. Lots more jungle. Wow. You got a tree growing up through. Just really selling the illusion that this is an exterior. You cannot see the ceiling at all. It is just all hedges. Cute little veil fawn. We've got the furnishing vault with some secret jungle treasure. Lots of flowers. Cute little pets. You get 6 pet slots in here. I'm seeing some really nice things done with those. You know, Spriggan head lurking. This is such a fun trophy head to stick places just because her eyes are glowing and nothing else is. So you see the eyes, and it's like, what the heck is poking out at me from there? Got a curly little cherry tree. Really cute. I'm guessing this is all the further we can go up here. Really cute. Gorgeous, gorgeous jungle. Lots of colors, lots of greenery. This is such a thorough illusion we have here. Using these stone steps that come with the interior of the house as like some exterior steps makes a lot of sense. And then inside the actual home, we've got these much more rustic plank stairs. And I can't believe how walkable this spiral staircase is, made of individual rough planks. Really neat. Oh, got a slab bed here. That bed looks super comfy. Actually, I love the pillows. Using the hay beds with the little bits of blanket just as the pillow part of it. That looks really cool. And the super threadbare blanket made of the multiple lay-in carpets. I like that. You like layering these lay-in carpets together, not only to hide the more worn bits, but also just to make the pattern look a lot more fancy. That's cool. Now it almost looks like a quilt or something, not just a sad little, almost worn through carpet. Yeah, Revy, and welcome in, Revy. Yeah, that's a great idea for pillows, for especially for a home goods contest, but just also in general. Like, it's a really unique fabric texture. Also love the headboard with the Elsewhere Khajiit of the Moons thing. Got some stacked little coffers here. Rustic little desk with the retaining walls. We got Augur to consult. Some Fargrave papers. And a window view. Look at that! Oh, that is so freaking cute. I got these new square blocks, which I'm now just realizing would be an excellent, like, kitchen facade. I think I might have a use for those. But yeah, I love how they built a little window here and just kind of imply that the forest goes off in that direction too. Cute little torch bugs, got all the colorful vines, sunbird, flowers. Really, really neat. And just keeping, most of the structure of this part of the house exposed. So it's just a significantly smaller chunk. I think it's like about a third of the actual interior space of this house. That is making it look like it's the entire house and that the rest is forest. I'm seeing that more and more lately. Like, we see it with Captain Margot a decent bit now. This is the first cliff shade I can remember where people have done this. That's awesome. Got this whole upper floor made with retaining walls. The slab bed is made with individual retaining walls. This is Cliffshade, and this is by Mary Jane the High Elf. And that's Mary, Merry. Really, really cute. So yeah, Cliffshade is that 400 slot home base game High Elf house. Yeah, they basically just took this little side room and the space above it and turned it into implying it to be the only house in here, and then the rest is just forest, which I think is just such a fantastic concept to do in a straight-up interior space, especially for a home goods contest where you've got lots of different hedges and trees to pick from, and, hiding all the wood bits and the stone bits with these nice new solstice boulders, covering it with mangrove trees. Really, really fantastic. Love all the mushrooms, and the dirt floor, or the dirt path made by the solstice boulders again. Super cool. Alright, so back to EU we go for the large category. Regular large category. And as always, if someone else... And welcome in, Mercy. Sorry about that. If anyone else has a build I haven't toured yet on stream for this contest, let me know. I can definitely skip to it. Let's see. Next up will be Chalamar. in Quandam and Dorilla. Wait, Fiendish, I toured yours, didn't I? Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, shoot. Fiendish. Shoot. Yep, okay. Fiendish, do you want me to tour yours? I could have sworn I already... Alright, yeah, let's do that. Panther Fang. Yeah, definitely. I am so sorry. Lilarna, welcome in. Thanks so much for running this contest. I am having a blast, as always. Hope your night's been going well. I feel like they've improved the load times for server swapping lately. I remember, like, a couple of years ago, this was an ordeal. Maybe I've just gotten so used to it from streaming contests, but it seems like no trouble at all now. Uh-oh. Oh no, we're loading into my storage, Cliffshade. Avert your eyes, this is gonna be bright. Oh, shoot. If I don't just straight up clip into something here. I am honestly dreading this a little bit. Really need to get my storage houses in order. Okay, that's not so bad. As long as I don't turn around, we'll be okay. This place is a hoarder house and a half. I do have an idea for it at some point. Alright. So this is by Fiendish898, Panther Fang Chapel, titled Caretaker's Garden. And this one is in the seasoned category on PCNA. I'm really excited to start working in Panther Fang. Alright. Ooh, that's cool. Turning this whole dock setup, this little catacomb dock, into a much more natural, like mossy little cavern. That is fancy. Keeping the boat there. Cute little mud crab. Really came in with the boat. This is a great house to just use for the structures that come with it. Like, it's a really fancy, like, kind of castle and chapel kind of thing. You can take this thing in so many different directions. Also, I wish we had gotten that portcullis. Like, that is a nice looking portcullis they never gave us. Ton of lights came with this house? Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah, lots of the fancy Leowen lights. Yeah, that was one of the purples I spent way too much money on back in the day. I think it was a purple. Like the street lamps. They're so nice. And bright. Yeah, I love this this use of the mossy high isle boulder and then blending it in with the hedges. And got some of the Vardenfell boulders, got some of the Glenumba boulders. Nice mix of boulders here for this cute little cave. And we got the lily pads with some other flowers mixed in. Looks really cute there. Little candles floating on the lily pad. Love that. No fire hazard there. It's all water. Not slot efficient at all. Yeah, I'll bet. It's a huge space, too. Oh, wow. Okay, you say nothing special, and then you build structures out of retaining walls. You do not get to do that, Fiendish. Come on, now. Oh, man, love this. I got these succulent trees as adorable little shrubbery. Really, really just adoring the textures on some of these. We got these lovely footbridges out of the curved retaining walls. That looks really nice. We got some sunken trees as little shrubs. Got the sunken cherry trees. Oh, lots of birds. Lots of birds. Couple squirrels. Little butterfly. Whole island is accessible. There's no retaining walls if I fall to the slaughterfish. Fair enough. I will do my best. Ooh, I like the statuette as a little candle holder there too. Oh, and the way you've like kind of clipped the corners of this retaining wall in, and the other one over there to like imply that there's some crumbly bits. That's fancy. Oh, man, the water out here looks so good too. This is really nice. Kind of almost looking like the base game alien structures. You turn these retaining walls into arches, turn them into pillars. You can do a lot with a retaining wall. This teeny tiny little altar to Stendar. Just a rough little rock as your altar. Love it. Lots of vibrant shrubbery here. Inspiration was one of the tombs in Gold Coast. Ooh, awesome. Ooh, maybe I can go visit. If you know specifically where on the map it is, I could probably port to it real quick just for comparison. I'm assuming that's like up by Pelennor. Oh, that guy. Yeah, Knight's Grave. Okay, yeah. So the Shrine of Dibella Antiquity just refused to drop for me, so I got to know this map really intimately, just trying to farm my 3 Shrine to Dibella. So yeah, I definitely know Knight's Grave a little bit. Yeah, we'll check that out after just for comparison. That sounds fun. I like the door with the common block island, and the loaf pans for handles look really nice. That is such a fun little handle. If you don't want the the rope handles of the bucket or the or some of the wooden options, just want a metal handle in a home goods contest. Loaf pans also just make really good metal lettering for signage because you can really isolate that little sliver that sticks out over the rest of the pan. Also, like the Tales of Tribute deck up there, the deck display. You got Zenithar all the way up there. These cool little peaks you've made with the new sandstone blocks. Really, oh, the upside down garden lanterns mixed in with the retaining walls just to break up the colors a little bit. Love that. Sorry, I'm stepping on your squirrel. Got the Ascendant Lord I somehow almost didn't see until now. He just kind of jump scared me. Got the ginkgo trees with their softly falling petals. Alright. All the overgrownness. You can just barely see Panther Fang proper. And all the trees growing up through it. Lots of limestone stairs taking us to the structure. These domes made of the curved retaining walls, just so freaking fancy. Got Lady Garrett's shield there. These little altars to the divines and ancestor moth swarms, very imperial. Gorgeous mix of colors here. I love this little mausoleum you've made out of just some very basic stone slabs. A little bit of crumbling here. Pillars falling down. And some more implied broken ones. Love that. It's just such a fun trick to just clip something into the floor and clip, an identical one in at a different angle, and now you've just got a broken pillar. Also, nice use of the Kunzari tablets as little pedestals on your altars. All the authentically divines, Imperials, St. Kaladas, I believe. Yeah, lots of broken up pillars. Love it. I forget what the deal is with Knight's Grave. I think the main quest of Gold Coast takes you there at least once. Wow. Even the underside looks really good. You got this little altar here with the offerings and the augur. Oh wow, that Leowen carpet fits perfectly on that block. That is cool. Really, really gorgeous structures here. Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah, I'm already thinking that'd be good for Cubert. Or at least for sketching things before I settle on my... Oh, it does! Oh, awesome. That's exactly what I need. I need something that the Deadlands wall spikes can backlight into enough that I can, like... Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Wow, yeah, that really illuminates from the underside. Really, really nice. Okay, yeah, I think I might have my Cubert block. Very cool. Also love the coral shelves. Like, as kind of a weathered matching texture for the retaining walls, those coral shelves are really nice for that. I guess that makes sense. I mean, limestone essentially is coral, I believe, or what was once coral. How to Describe book with Kinnereth. The little pebble boulders as some more bits of crumbliness. I visited that one, I think. Ooh, Nocturnal. Got Nocturnal over there. Guess the crows make sense. Yeah, that new block is just really something else. I don't think we've really had a shape quite like that besides the statue bases. So now that we have one for home goods contest, that's going to be a nice little addition to our palette. And there's Kunzari, just a little bit of Kunzari with his appropriate tablet. Honestly, people use Ascendant Lord a fair bit, but they sleep on the Kunzari. This thing can just be such a nice little sandstone gap filler. Like, if you haven't done the Elsewhere main quest, definitely go out of your way to do it. You can isolate, like, any little bit of this. You can just have the lid as a little wall relief. You can use it upside down for an altar. It's another behind the shield. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you mean about the underlighting there. Wow, yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree, Fiendish. The top side is definitely really a little moldy. I find the underside isn't so much, so I've still stuck it into a few builds just as a little bit of sandstone. But yeah, like the edges can be a little moldy and kind of low res. It's got that double-edged sword that all the Elsewhere assets have. That the models are really nice, but the textures can sometimes be a little muddy on angles that Zust didn't expect us to look at them at. But still, like, when you're doing something overgrown like this, it looks fantastic. And it's a free slot. Can't beat free. Becky! Welcome, man! Becky, 5688. Awesome! Tulane! Yeah, go for it. If you can find me on Discord, send a friend request. Yeah, go for it. Thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Alright. Yeah, I like the authentic lore friendliness here too, with the dragon and the Kunzari tablet in with Kunzari. Really, really cute. A lot of little lore bits here with your collectible slots. I feel like I'm gonna fall in a crevice at some point. Oh, little toppled Saint What's-Her-Face. I like how you've used a second statuette for the base. Shouldn't? Okay, cool. Yeah, I kind of like avoided the stairs for no reason whatsoever, and I was like, oh, I'm definitely gonna fall into the slaughterfish water now. But yeah, I like how you flipped a second statuette under, just kind of imply that this statuette broke off its base. Like, that is such an extra little touch that I really appreciate. It's a great job making this look like vibrant but overgrown and kind of crumbling. Like the main structure is still holding strong, but you can kind of see where it's all just kind of weathering away. It looks gorgeous. Oh, I love this. I need to get an angle here. There we go. Really, really cool. Even like seeing the bits of the actual wall of Pantherfang kind of adds to all this. That accounts less than... Okay, so probably a bot. Yeah, yeah, that is a very long string of numbers after a very generic name, so we'll see. Yeah, when people friend me on Discord, I'm usually giving them the benefit of the doubt, but if I have like no mutuals and they don't say anything specific about my content, then yeah, well, what will be, will be. Alright, very nicely done, Fetish. Thanks for checking that too, Salvis. Alright, was there anything else in here that I missed? Oh, now I'm gonna die. Ah, come on. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's small. I'd say it's dense, but like, objectively, it's, still kind of sprawling in its own way. Really cool. Alright, now I'm curious. Now I'm gonna pop over to Knight's Grave before we move on, just kind of see what the inspiration was. Yeah, I really wish I had Varley Svea, though. It would have been a nice convenient port. I guess I could have previewed and walked out the door. Oh. Or I guess that only works with home tours, but that's a trick I always forget to do. Plus, I've just gotten Stockholm Syndromed into loving this zone. It's a lot smaller than it looks on the map. Alright, Knight's Grave is the part where you go underground and then you see that big dragon statue from the loading screen, right? Am I getting that right? It sounds familiar. Ooh, we got those nice domes there. It's a really unique structure. Kind of sad they never gave us that one. Really cool. Yeah, got the overgrown nests with the vines, got the gravestones. Got a minotaur I will refrain from ganking. These Imperial at least we finally have those Imperial arches. It'd be nice if they gave us the walls too. Oh, there's the peaked mausoleum. Really cool fetish. Yep, I'm definitely seeing some of the inspirations that your structures came from. Really cool. I like how this Minotaur is just taking a nap. Alright, buddy. We got this sleepy little statue guy. Alright. Very nicely done. Well, let's check out the next one. Time to go sell some kidneys or maybe some... I am super broke right now as well, Revy. I spent 3.8 million on Serenity Falls to make a library, and then once I, put about 100 slots into it, I ran out of money. So now I'm like selling a whole bunch of mats just to kind of recover from that, and at the same time working on an in-room because that's a hell of a lot cheaper. Alright, so next we have... Oh, back to EU. That's right. You're going back to EU. So, Revy, is this for a brand new build? Something I haven't seen work on, or is this something you're touching up? Might have bought the new home. Ooh, nice. The new Fargrave one. That's exciting. I have zero ideas for that new Fargrave one, honestly. I think it helps that I already got Asa Exentium, so like if I wanted a Fargrave Sky, I just got that one instead. But I can't wait to see what you actually do with it. There's a lot of directions that you can take, especially because it's got that nice portal. You can go all the way up to the top. Be good for a slide, I guess. Like, I was running around there in the preview, thinking like, okay, is this the perfect slide house because it's got the portal? But honestly, it doesn't take you up that far, so I think I'd still rather do Agony's Ascent if I were to do another slide house. All right, we're back on EU. So this is going to be the regular medium category on PCEU. Oh wait, no, we did that already. Sorry, regular large category on PCEU. So first up is going to be Shalimar. Nordenheim, welcome in. Oh man, I saw that. I saw your builds, your Oblivion builds. Holy crap! Everyone go follow Nordenheim. And if you haven't seen that video that Nord did in collaboration with Zas, definitely go check that out. Awesome. Yeah, thanks for popping in and saying hi. Yeah, I adore the Shiogorath portal. Like, Shivering Isles is like my favorite part of Oblivion, and you did such an amazing recreation of that. And the Oblivion Gate, oh gosh. Oh, I cannot wait to see those in person too. I'm assuming you've listed them somewhere. Like I think I recognized Varley Svea as the site of your Shiogorath one at least, so I wasn't sure if you have those open for touring. But those all in 10 days. Holy, yeah, your boulder sculptures are getting phenomenal. Oh man, none listed yet. Oh man, if you ever do, I will be sure to pop in. Just check those out myself. Cannot wait. Maybe I'll play some Oblivion and just kind of ping pong between Oblivion and ESO just to see for myself. See I like that you did like a time lapse of your building process too. That was really cool to watch. All right. So next we have Shalimar, Quantum Indorilia, Ghost Town. This used to be a small, industrial, but full of life place before everyone suddenly left. Some say that it has to do with the mine, but nobody came back to inquire. Oh man, seen a lot of interesting things being done with the space in Quantum Indorilia. You may have to insist a bit if you want to enter the mine, but you can at your own risks. Wonder if we're gonna get another door collision. Oh wow. Never attempted anything like a face before. It was a journey. Well, I mean, you've got the. Oh shoot. Alright, we are back. Mercifully, if you did not enjoy that. And if you did enjoy it, well, we'll be back for round 2. This song makes me hungry, though. Alright, so once again, we are in Shalimar's Quantum Inderilia, and it is a mining ghost town. Oh yeah, don't worry, Shadows. I have so many more, and they only get worse. I warned you. Stone Warden has rat teeth, and you will die. Wait, what Storm? What? The Oak Daddy. Alright. Yeah, you really should be. Oh, wow. I don't even know where to start with this one. It just hits you in the face how freaking cool these structures are in this cart. Oh, man. I'm just gonna kind of circle until I find my bearings a little bit. I love this. Like, the doubling up of these Palisade spikes. Leowin Palisades, which, honestly, I always forget are home goods. I always think they're achievements or craftable, but no, you can get those right from Leowin. Hey, Crimson, welcome in. Yeah, Oak Daddy. I like the Zenithar Gate. I'm shocked I haven't seen more of the Zenithar Gate as a free collectible thing in this contest. Yeah, Nord came to say hi. Man, I want to rewatch that video already. Wow, those were some amazing builds, and in 10 days, no less. Alright, love the sign holders as handles, like right off the front. This is like where we came in. Just turn around, see the whole front reskinned. Got those nice big, only require 50, yeah, but they're cheap. Like all the public dungeon pieces, ever since they made them a guaranteed drop from the first boss, well, either guaranteed or pretty close to it. Tied your wife to a chair later watching it. Good. Good. Get the Clockwork Orange setup out for that. That's what I'll have to be doing to Shadows for some of the music videos. Oh, love that with the crate lids and the crates for those little window shutters. Oh, that's freaking cool. Got the weathered docks as the main planky structures of these. So freaking cool. These are really efficient plank structures too, because even though they have to double up on some of the weathered dock, like it's still a nice big chunk of wall. Slightly less gappy than the rough planks. So you just really have to double up. You've got like a fully reinforced wall set up here. I got the all the way at the top. We've got that reclaimed wood platform, this little viewing space. These Leowin Palisades that are all been doubled up. Got it like a raised foundation here. That's a nice little touch. Got the underbrush kind of growing throughout that. This really looks like such an authentic like mining town. Just timber planks. Got this cute little cart here with one of the wheels broken. Look at how the rough fishing spear for that part of the broken axle, and then they've got the actual broken Leowin wheel there. That is too clever. I love it. Is that multiple fishing spears, or is that just the one? I guess it's just the one. And then the little plank just as a, yep, almost the entire plank clipped into the ground just to have that, little wooden jack to keep it up. That is a really nice touch. That is really going the extra mile. Get the other wheels there, and then making like a custom top to this cart, because the base of this thing is just that kitchen island that we just saw as doors. Then the rough stick fences, the upper bit. Got a wheelbarrow, that common, what is that? Common wheelbarrow flat for the hitch. That is too cute. I love that. Even using the fishing rods on this side for the axles. Something to actually connect the wheels without having to jam the wheels into the kitchen island itself. It has like actual axles with those fishing rods. That is so nice. seen a lot of interesting things done with fishing rods in this competition. And then, what are these round little bits? Oh, it's just the supports for the palisades. Wow, that is another extra little touch there. Wood piece as a brake? Yeah, to hold the, you mean that piece? To hold the cart up? Or... Where are we looking here? On the other side. Oh, yeah, you're right! Holy crap! Yeah, they added that little extra bit just as a brake. Oh, it's part of the stick fence that's clipping through. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's intentional. Just to have it as a brake. I never even really thought about how you keep an old-timey cart from rolling. Yeah, that makes sense. That is cool. Love that. Yeah, good catch. These Fargrave curtains, all the various sizes of the Fargrave curtains. The rough cargo. Love that we got a triangular version of the raised platform. Like, not only does it make a great little corner when you're actually using these right side up, but tilts them 90 degrees and boom, roof gable. And then got the elsewhere pillar up there to kind of finish it off. Really nice. Got some statuette bases as the doorknobs. Love it. Is that the table again? That's the common table. Yep, common table makes a great door. It's slightly less gappy than the other plank options. And even, the window boxes. Using the window boxes just for the wood bit of the door frame. That is really, really nice. Got the reclaimed wood posts holding up the awning here. Love these shutters. Just a crate and a crate lid, 90 degrees. This one's being propped up by the fishing rod. Lots of fishing rod tech here. I love it. A little doorknob with the statuette again. Some vines growing on that roof. Oh, the Khajiit spike as the chimney. Nice touch there. Yeah, Nord, have a great night. Thanks so much for popping in. Appreciate you. Alright, so in here appears to be a makeshift little tavern. Got the plank bar on 2 barrels. Love it. A rough little bowl. You got a toilet seat that someone has proudly mounted on the wall. Love it. You got the big old range here with the upside down bus. Just the bronzy bits. Spellslinger, welcome in! Okay, actually, I'm trying to figure out what this would be if not a mounted toilet seat, and I'm coming up blank. If anyone has any ideas, or maybe it's just the letter O, I don't know. It looks very intentional, though, like as a piece of mounted art. Horseshoe? Maybe. Yeah, I was thinking, like, you could probably clip the Assembly General's head in at an angle to hide the edge and actually make it a horseshoe, but... Huh. I don't know. Are there horseshoes that go all the way around? I guess I've only thought of the U-shaped horseshoes, but it would make sense that they would do, like, a, there could be a one that goes all the way around. I don't know. Also, it would be a very large horse foot. Oof. So yeah, my best guess right now is a toilet seat. A gold toilet seat that someone was very proud of. Love all the rustic little bowls, and the, closed horseshoe would break... Okay, that makes sense. I really thought about the physics of it. I like this too, the wheelbarrow holding the keg barrel in. And that's the dwarven broom for a bung stopper. All these teeny tiny little extra touches that are like part of pretty much the same color palette, so they're hard to notice until you get up close. Then you see like these little extra bits that are just so good for these little tiny subtle cobbles. And the dwarven broom, just as a little cork there. Love it. We got some cargo under there. Really like how they use the common... Is that the common table again? Oh, the armory station. There we go. I knew I recognized that wood from somewhere. That is the L shape of the armory station jammed in the corner there for all that wood shape for 0 real slots. I like this too. Just the rough clothesline and then the wagon wheel there for a table. Seeing a few wagon wheel tables. Aw, little Wadib. What's up, kangaroo mouse? Just munching on those little morsels. Oh, I like how they clipped the Tales of Tribute table down just to keep the hourglass. Like, it's probably the easiest bit to isolate from that whole table. So if you ever just need a teeny tiny hourglass in a build, it kind of reminds me of like a Boggle hourglass. You can go out of your way to do the Tales of Tribute quests and get yourself this table. Also, just makes a really nice table that you can cover most other things with. Hoof and a horseshoe have some flex, and it's important because the end of the hoof is just a U-shaped fingernail of the middle. Yeah, horses just evolved down to one finger on each hand, and it's creepy as hell when you realize they're just like walking on their fingers. Or running on them even. I love the morsels here. Get the blackwood tapestry. The painting falling down, very nice. Yeah, horses have 4 fingers. Creepy as hell. Got a little bit smoke. These wagon wheels make such wonderful little tables. The upside down baskets for the wicker stools, love that. It was just one single basket. Oh man, yet again we're seeing that new stone block just working all kinds of magic here. Because that is, what, 5 of those blocks? 6 to make a hearth, and then we got the wall spike for the chimney. It's very nice. Toppled statuette off of her little base. Yeah, this seems like people left in a hurry. Like, they left food just on the table. I also love how they turned the relatively small Tales of Tribute table into a bigger one, just with an upside-down painting. Always take a little nap. Love this thing. You are just so freaking... Oh, he woke up. Sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to stare at you while you were sleeping. Alright. I think that's it for in here. Beautiful tavern. Oh, look at the chandelier. Got the dwarven broom again for the support. And even because it flares at the end, like it looks like it's, you know, realistically bolted to the ceiling. Love that. Glad I looked up. I want to say they added some extra trees back there. I'm not sure. Maybe not. I feel like I would be seeing a lot more mushrooms if they hadn't. It's down this little back alley. I like the ramp too. The janky table working its magic yet again as a ramp. Up here, because you gotta get the ore to and from the mine. This is Quantum Indorilia. So this is normally the large 600 slot Dark Elf home. You can't see a single bit of the existing home. All of it's been covered up with the volcanic boulders. Can't even... Normally you'd see Mournhold off in that direction. Can't even see that. And this is by Chalamar on PCEU. Took way too long to find the name of. The Assembly General, the shape lines of a horse collar. Oh, okay, leather... Okay, yeah, I could see that. Thank you for looking that up. That makes sense as a horse collar. Because, yeah, they're, like, hauling stuff with their cart, you know, in and out of the mine. Very, very cool. Good catch. Glad we figured it out and I didn't have to have a mounted toilet seat living rent-free in my head for the rest of the night. Got the little trough in there. This little alley. Oh, didn't go in here yet. Here's the storage room. And all your supplies. Look how the rain is coming down some of these gaps, too. Google history is now cursed. Oh, man. Yeah, that always happens when you look up, like, you know, saddles, bridles, etc. Leather chaps. Got this. Oh, I like this, too. This custom shelving with the struts and the grating. Got some extra lanterns, some extra cookware. Like that. Oh, the skillet's hanging out. Was that a shower? Is this, or is this just a door? Some extra little bit of the storage house. Ooh, a really fancy little mining town. Oh, here's the ledger. I like the use of the Tales of Tribute decks too, just some extra paperwork maybe. Or punch cards? I don't know. Maybe these miners use punch cards. How to scribe book. These guys. They look familiar. The chrono... Okay, full disclosure, I still don't have the chronometer. So, like, I'm slowly recognizing how good of a free slot it can be if you need just a chunk of metal. So someday I will do enough writs to actually get that thing. That is a very large base that I just never really acknowledge until it becomes relevant. This is a cool looking piece. Because yeah, I got the hourglass, never really saw the need for a second time control, but if you just need a collectible piece to do something interesting with, there you go. That's all one piece there. Holding up the baskets, or the backpacks. Really neat. I like how this is the same bar island, but just on its side, so it's kind of like arched up like a writing desk. It's a neat little angle for it. Even like adding extra metal to the floor with these struts. Really nice touch. It's weathered Leeuwin carpet. Really cool. Alright, that brings us to the mine, I think. Yeah, checked out the laundry nook, right? The alleyway. I love this with the Cold Harbor boulder taking us in, but still being able to interact with the door, I'm assuming. Yep, there we go. It'd be a little tricky to reskin a door that isn't the front door, and still have people actually be able to go through it. So that's a nice little... I'm glad they put on the description that you can physically go through the door. Oh, wow. This is what is normally a Dark Elf base game house. Been fully oh, there's some skittering. That was creepy as hell. I love the total darkness in here, too. Got the, yeah, the off lantern. Got the upside down clockwork junk heaps working. Right, Spellslinger? This is so freaking cool. Yeah, got all the lanterns that have been, you know, run out of oil or never turned on in the first place because people left in a hurry. That cricket is so freaking creepy. Was that a Nyx hopper? This reminds me of Fallout 76, the super poisonous cave crickets that will just, like, tear you to shreds with their poison. I love all the upside-down clockwork junk heaps, just as this really authentic, like, excavated mine floor. Doing a lot of dodge rolling on you. This is creepy. A lot of tight little squeezes here. The reclaimed wood posts. I love this. This copper seam you get from Clockwork City. Boulder metallic rubble. I think I saw this on a different mine build, and it really just works fantastic for mine seams. It comes in two different shapes. There's really nothing like those corners for shiny copper. Yeah, really claustrophobic, really dark. Honestly, I probably have my gamma up too high, if anything, but I'm kind of enjoying the vibe. Is that a custom pickaxe with the flagpole? Yeah, I'm thinking this is implied to be either a pickaxe or just a lever. Neat. Wheelbarrow there. Yeah, this does feel haunted as hell. I really, really like these metal boulders for seams. I like how I don't have the treasure hunter personality, unfortunately. That would be really good here, but I can at least take my staff out ever so briefly, have a little bit of torchlight. Yeah, real claustrophobic. That is a tight squeeze. The planks. Ooh, got Lady Garrick's Sacred Shield doing something creepy over there. Oh, hello. Got Seer Hellier as one of our few, like, fully skeletal... Wow, they did a great job placing that. it really tells a story. Like, this guy was very actively being smushed. It is not easy to pull off with that trophy, to hide all of the mounting plate and have his hand come up like he's trying to keep that boulder from smushing him unsuccessfully. And then we've got the Lady Garrick shield and something making sparks. I'm assuming a mount of some kind, but I don't know what mount. I guess I'm just gonna cheat. Okay, I have no idea what's making the sparks. Chaos Ball. Oh, yeah, it could be. Yep. Yep, Crimson got it. Well done. That is a nice chunk of smoke and sparks. I think we acknowledged that a couple nights back, too. Yeah, really, really cool. Yeah, that is grim as hell. I am just a sucker for environmental storytelling, though. And that positioning is so spot on. Yeah, I love how even the reclaimed wood posts that we saw holding up pretty well in that part of the mine, like now we see them broken and all the boulders have come down, smushed that guy. Definitely some spooky hauntedness coming from that side. And this is, yeah, this is dark as hell in so many ways. And it's amazing that they fit like all these little side rooms into Quandom. Like I know Quandom has side rooms, but still to reskin this so fully like this is just really incredible to see. All right, am I supposed to be able to jump this? Oh, there's the shaft. Yep. Oh, look at that. The ladder with the flagpoles. That looks great. Love the glow of the Aeon Stone and maybe the book. Oh yeah, okay. I'm thinking that one is probably the book, and then the green glow as we came in was the Aeon Stone. Like 90% sure on that, but I don't want to cheat. Yep, yep. The apocryphal tome has a slightly different green than the Aeon Stone, and I'm such a nerd for knowing which is which at this point. There's that shaft. Look at that. The ladder going all the way down, just individual common flagpoles. That is creepy. Looks like this was supposed to be an elevator, as we can see by the planks and everything. Maybe not. Maybe they just dug this. Alright, here we have the base. Oh, hello. Mr. Pyreling lurking in the darkness. That is... Oh, it looks like a face. Dang. Alright, that is extra creepy. I love this mine shaft that they made with the ladder. Just figuring out how to angle that and then clip the flagpoles in. Yeah, I'm thinking they got Moriad. Yeah, definitely Spellslinger. What's up, Mr. Balrog? Right, Shadows? Yeah, this is like... Honestly, this is giving me more confidence in what I eventually want to do in this space. I really want to do the Cask of Amontillado, whatever. And, like, you know, kind of lead people through a festival in the front yard and then, like, down into the crypts. So this really makes me happy that someone else is doing spooky things in the interior of Quandam and Aurelia. This is so safe. Oh, Mr. Balrog, wow. Yeah, the angling of the Pyreling just to make it into like something even creepier somehow, like creepier than a lava tick. It now looks like I don't even know, but yeah, that is concerning. As I just strut my way on back. Yeah, I love the structures that have been built up here. This like the individual actually no, that is all part of the rough planks, but still they lined up the pillars on the right seams in some cases. And the Cold Harbor boulders, just to imply even more darkness. Like, they use the volcanic boulders up top. Then when you get into the even deeper and darker part of this, they switch to the Cold Harbor boulders. I love that. That's amazing. Alright, very, very nicely done, Shalimar. That was just a tour de force of atmosphere and plank structures. Really freaking cool. Too spoopy. Pretty sure I've seen everything. Yep. Alright. So next up we have Dreamer Eternal 888 Stay Moist Mansion, titled Just Old Tales. Ooh, we got more horror, looks like. You too heard these rumors of great treasures and greater horrors, but surely this is just all old tales. The mountains above the fen are a beautiful and dangerous place. Pay attention to every detail. Choose your path carefully, adventurer. Watch your step. Sometimes there are no second chances. Yeah, Crimson, definitely. Oh man, I didn't even check to see if weather control was on, but I'm assuming it was. I think I saw the thing glow. Oh, Shadows, you've been here? Nice. Alright, let's see what the note says. Lights and noticeable plants are indicators of points of interest or a way out. Most of the time, you can find your way from any trap or unfortunate situation. Gamma in the middle. I highly recommend you use first-person view in tight spaces for immersions. Treat this little adventure as you would IRL. Messed around, got dared, which is always dangerous. Nice. Alright. Well, they recommend first person. Let's stick to that if we can. I'm always concerned in first person that I'm going to miss something, so, like, I try to keep it first person, but just in the interest of not missing things, I might zoom out a little bit. Ooh, got the janky table, just kind of sinking into the swamp. Those cluttered Fargrave papers, a little bit of a meal. Aw, you got the monkey and the chicken sharing some chicken nuggets. A little bit of controlled chaos here with the plates and the skillet sliding off. The classic candles as embers in the fire. Yeah, this already looks very enjoyable. Wow, I'm really impressed they managed to cleave that much wood with that tiny little cleaver. That is fantastic. Oh, breadcrumbs. Literal trail of breadcrumbs leading us into the definitely not at all dangerous cave over here. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Alright, so there's that stone husk. Let's see what that's about. Ooh, got a cute little lizard over here doing a zoomie. Lots of zoomie animals. Seems like they've looted some treasure and put it in their wheelbarrow to be carted away to parts unknown. They built up, hid the poo hut under a whole bunch of boulders. Then you got this Spriggan, what's her name? I always forget. Nazare. Got Nazare lurking from that tree. Got this super mossy dead swamp tree. Ooh, there's another lantern telling us that there is something over here. Keep expecting to like be attracted to the lantern and then fall through something. This seems like the kind of build that would lead me into a hole covered by vines. I feel like I'm getting too far in one direction. I might loop back. This fence with the rope bridge. Oh, the lizard is leading me over here. I'm really worried I'm gonna fall. What is even keeping me from falling? Oh, I see stick fences. Are the stick fences a slide that is going to railroad me somewhere? What is gonna happen when I move forward? It does! Hey, they did a slide. Bonus points. I'm kidding. But I do enjoy that. Just as a way to really scoot people towards where you want them to be scooted, using that stick fence. And it kind of just aesthetically blends in with the build, too. Ooh, using this thing, which is just part of the house. Like, they've got some actual Argonian ruins. Oh, yeah, this guy's dead. Another dead Zirhalier with his sword. Got some lit candles. Cool little shrine there. And then some unlit candles that have fallen off. Oh, Oh my. And Lord Warden is looking especially fancy because they've added a different trophy head that I don't quite recognize. Is that Thurvakun? Bogdan! Oh wow, they used Bogdan for the horns to give Lord Warden some shoulders. I love that. I love how the blocks are all just actively falling down as we pop in here. That's cool. Yeah, all the treasure collapsing under the actively falling. He is, in fact, Kool-Aid Manning his way in, Crimson Phoenix. I wasn't gonna say it, but I appreciate that someone said it for me. Oh yeah! Love that. That was really cool. And they said that there is no trap we can't get out of, which is appreciated. Although the lantern is fallen. Little candle taking us to this narrow little side thing. Yeah, the active falling bricks I really adore. Yep, got some socks on the bed, love it. Socks and pants. This raised little platform. Asterial, welcome in! It's been a while. You're doing well? Yeah, what's special about today? I'm curious. Even in first person, that's not going to stop me from parkouring. But the walk speed might. Your 6th decade and 1 year anniversary of your journey. Holy crap, happy birthday, Asterial! Congrats! That is a 61. Holy crap. Man. I wish I had more of those, like, sound clips ready to go, or I do, like, the Colonel from Metal Gear Solid 2 saying, I need scissors 61. That's the only point of reference I have for that number. But yeah, congrats! You know what that means. 8 years till the real nice one. Ooh, new jokes? Yeah, play it on me. Streak is so weird in first person. I should PvP in first person sometime. Just for... Oh man, it... No, please do. We appreciate the inappropriates here. As long as they're, like, you know, not, like, punching down offensive kinds of things. Like, we like a good, like, dirty joke here. The merriest sound command. Yeah, definitely, Salvus. Someone tells you, like, selective participation. Exactly. Zip, chip. Well, the diverse types of nipples out there. Titties would be pointless without them. Aww. There's Thurvakun. Ooh, I like how they put the weather control in there to make his eyes glow. Lovely. Oh, he's got a little crown. I like that. Using the weather control thing, putting it right on his forehead to give him the cute little princess crown. That's so cute. Friend always says to me, cheer up, could be worse. Could be stuck underground in a hole full of... I know he means well. Oh. Alright, I see something fantastic over that ridge, so before we spoil that, let me see what's over here. Aw, got a little bog dog. Bog dogs are so weird. We got the... we call it Phoenix Moth? Yeah, Phoenix Moth. About to set the whole forest on fire. I like these two, these rough clotheslines things holding up the lanterns. Gotta stick them at just the right angle so the animation doesn't clip through. Did a great job with that. It's a vibrant shrubbery. Mrs. T, welcome in. Yeah, isn't this cool? Yeah, this is by Dreamer Eternal 888. PCEU, Stay Moist Mansion. But yeah, I just adore the combination of the weather control for the glow and to give Thurvakun a little princess crown. I don't know why, he just looks so right with it on. Alright, what is over here? That is a dragon. That is a home goods dragon. I see ginkgo trees, I see those new solstice palm fronds. Friend blocked me on Facebook because you post too many bird puns. Well, two could play it. Oh, love it. Surprised you didn't go with a booby there. I peed at boiled water. You will be missed. We got a baby dragon zoom around his daddy dragon. Like the Fargrave pennants and the Fargrave curtain for that big old flag over there. Oh yeah, we're all scaring shadows out of chat. Oh wow, yeah. So I see the Apocryphal Succulents. I see lots of the Apocryphal Succulents actually for most of his like Quetzalcoatl wings. That's what I'm gonna call this guy. He looks more like a Quetzalcoatl than a dragon. I don't know if saying a Quetzalcoatl is the right thing, but it's like saying a Dracula. But I'll go with that. I also say a Dracula or a Cthulhu. I love his mustache too, with the Apocrypha anemones and his eyebrows. So, I think that's the second time we've seen those glowing anemones as eyebrows in some kind of like creature cobble. And the lanterns. Um, I love that the common lantern animation once again just makes fantastic creature googly eyes. Chuck Norris was a Boy Scout. He rubbed two fires and made a stick. Wow. Oh man, it is. It's getting real 2005 in here. Love it. You believe that like Chuck Norris jokes have been around for like 2 decades? Because I hate that. I hate that so much. Oh man, love this though. Yeah, the two different colors of Apocrypha succulents, and then the wispy. Hey, ooh, dragon zooming in. Well, that's like circling the you know Mayan, Aztec, what have you, sand mirrors. So it makes perfect sense to cobble not just a dragon, but like a more like Mesoamerican kind of mythological beast up here. Can't hear that and not think of the crossroads. In Kuwait, it was really. That's amazing, Fiendish. Holy crap. That is wild. I did not realize he did like shows like that. That's cool. Saw my ex while driving in town the other day. It's funny how the meaning I'd hit that changes over the. Oh wow, this is Jurask. Welcome in. How you doing? Check this dragon out. This Quetzalcoatl looking thing. This is all made out of like ferns and like glowing plants, and his googly eyeballs are just hanging lanterns. That's so cool. And those, his tail is a brand new kind of palm frond that we just got this year. And then, ooh, I'm seeing like the animated back ridges too. Those are the same curtain that we see up there. That little weathered flag is being used as an animated component on his back. That is, what? I'm even seeing. I only just noticed they used Lady Garrick's sacred shield as that mist coming out of his nose too. That is crazy. Also, I don't think I realized that Stay Moist just has fireflies in the background. Like, I was wholly unaware of the fact that just this house innately has fireflies. That's kind of special. Geology rocks, but geography is where it's. Oh my god. Mysterial. Man, I could have sworn I had one for you too, but it's not coming to mind. I think I've just. My brain has been turned to mush by just how amazing these entries have been, and how much I am dreading actually assigning any kind of like numerical score to them. There's just, oh man, people just outdo themselves every single time. Oh wow, Chuck Norris knows Victoria's Secret and page 404. Wow, this guy is fantastic. Like the time control hourglass just knocked over on that perch. This whole house has a really cool view. It's the Mesoamerican ruins down below. The waterfall over there. Been on vacay for 2 days. You're off for the rest. Well, yeah. Enjoy your birthday week. Holy crap, 61. Congrats, Asterial. Tiny little detail. If you look down over the edge of the platform, not big, but you like okay. Let's see. I see a stool. Someone knocked their stool off. Is that it? That's cute. And I see. Maybe not. It might just be part of the house. Thank you for pointing that out. I don't think I would have seen it otherwise. Ooh, did I see that glowy guy already? I see Fanny Flower. Ooh, I see a void. I see a big old void. Kind of looks like a dormant volcano or something from up here. Love that too. A little crystal with the magma incarnate. No, Krexar, this is actually the exterior zone view of Stay Moist Mansion. If you go over the left-hand wall as you come in, this all just is what you see outside the house. Yeah, isn't it cool? I've seen people custom build Zanmirrors in here specifically just so it can look like it's part of like a bigger complex, and then they treat you to a view from this side. Waiting for Mama Tarask to come into town. Yes, yeah, yeah. Mommy Tarask is gonna be in town on Thursday, so I'm not sure what my streaming schedule is gonna look like in light of that. But we'll play it by ear. I will announce it as we go, because I'm thinking she might want to watch the streams too. We can cast them to the TV. You know, how was that any weirder than Mama? I don't know. I was in a Baby Shark kind of mood. Like, I saw Baby Dragon and then Daddy Dragon, and that's what led me to that. Thursday is Mayhem. Wait, like Mid-Year Mayhem? Like another PvP event? Really? Dang, that came quick. Huh. Nah, I knew you were joking. I was explaining where my head's at. Like I see Baby Shark and then Daddy Shark over there. Anyway, where? So we are like, oh, fell into some void. Didn't expect him to rush me at that moment. Gave tech support. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was great. Yeah, Mrs. Tarask and I used to work at the same company, and one time I was answering help desk calls and got Mrs. Tarask, and I, knew the calls were being monitored, so yeah, ended up using my help desk voice just out of habit. You know how it is. You're at work, you go into NPC mode. I thought nothing of it, but it was apparently creepy as hell. Twitch D&D buddies. Oh yes, please do, Asterial. Also love Chuden just in the void here. Lots of good use of the trophy heads, just kind of like poking out of all the seams that are made with the Cold Harbor boulders. Really cool. Oh yeah, Shadows. I think I remember that Zanmir. I'm pretty sure I've been there. Fluffy voice. Alright, so now that I'm thoroughly lost and having fallen down, I wanted to get a better look at this, because I wasn't sure what the crystal was. I recognize Narayanath's little antler hat, and I recognize... Is this supposed to be a bug cobbled out of, like, multiple trophy heads? This is really cool. Yeah, it's kind of looking like a stag beetle. Saturday's D&D game. Players threatened you with bodily harm, because they met an ogre magi named Ted, who is known for his various subject matter. Oh. Oh. Love it. Ice Heart. There we go. I don't know why that wasn't registering as Ice Heart. But yeah, that totally is Ice Heart. And then you got Euphotic Gatekeeper on top of Magma Incarnate on top of Narayanath. That is a cool little cobble of multiple trophy heads there. Alright, so we're back down here. I think I will have to zoom out at some point just to make sure I don't miss anything. Oh, there's a monkey. Surface level pleasant. Oof. Yeah, Scorpion! Yeah, definitely Shadows. Not sure if there's a way I'm supposed to get down there. Like, I see jumping being an option. Nice and friendly, but forgot to tell you what. Wow, Mr. Ask. Oh man, I love how that whole platform is. Oh, okay, so we're supposed to walk down that plank, is the actual railroad, I'm assuming. Look at that. Love all the Cold Harbor boulder spikes, too. Man, this is That is a long way down. Oh yeah, but Krexar, speaking of custom-built Zanmirs, I strongly suspect we'll be getting some really nice Zanmir chunks in either definitely not Q3, but in Q4. That seems to be where they're headed. So I would be shocked if we didn't get some much nicer Merkmeyer Zanmir pieces to build off of existing ones. Alright, what is going on down here? Oh, more cave. More cave is going on down here. Is that a hole I'm supposed to fall into? I think it is. I don't see any other way through. I see a little bit of the existing poo hut. Just kind of buried in all the... Oh, are they going to take us inside the door? Is that where we're headed? This is a full-on adventure. Or it could just be a gap I wasn't supposed to fall through. That might be the case. Yep, I'm Junji Itoing myself now. Oh, I forgot about Baba Yaga. And all the other D&D. You know who I miss? Angus of Wagyu. I think that was one of my favorite D&D characters. Just a cowman named Angus of Wagyu. He was so creepy and so chill. Just always collecting bones. Yes! Yep, it sure was. That was probably the most enjoyable of the recent-ish campaigns we've played. The Bankin defined? Okay, so Shadows, you would know, because you've explored this build. Am I supposed to go down into that gap, or is that gap just to punish me for... Don't turn off your magic carpet when chilling over the edge of a kill zone? Aw, but dying is half the fun. Alright. Love this little bit of collapsedness. Did I go in here yet? I see a backpack. That was a way out if you... Oh, okay. Nice. Alright, so here's where we escape the Kool-Aid Man. Oh, yeah. Got some pretty flowers. I love that this mossy tree that's like mostly dead still has some of the nicest looking flowers on it. You can just kind of isolate the root bit. And there's Captain Blackheart with flowers growing out of his eyeball. Love that little touch. Oh. Oh, no, that's the sleeping spot. Got some of these Dawnwood trees blocking our way. So I'm assuming that dragon took up the majority of the slots here. There's still a ton to explore, but I am not sure if there's anything else at this point. Fully willing to keep exploring, though, and I definitely will loop back around when I'm judging. I do appreciate the lantern and the lizard kind of guiding us off into that section so we fall down that pit. And then there's a phoenix moth. Maybe the phoenix moth is supposed to be beckoning us. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I've run into the Banekin yet. Oh. It's just hard to tell which of this is a hole I'm supposed to fall into. Oh, is that a nook? It really feels like I was being guided here. And Shadows, there's definitely no way to go inside the interior of this house, right? Like, it was just... I said there were no spots you couldn't escape from, but I'm really... not... Oh, you can just climb up. I think that's what they meant by that. Alright, I'm gonna cheat. Now that I know there's a Banekin. Wicker Fright. 51 meters that away. I think I am supposed to jump into that other hole. Ah! Well, that did it for me. Alright, we got the scorpion. Yeah, I can definitely see that as a scorpion now with its pincers. It's like Narayaneth pincers. Alright, 14 meters this way. Now it's 14 meters that way. Or my UI just froze, so now I'm not getting accurate location information. Ooh. I guess I could just turn nameplates back on. That would be the easy thing. Yeah, my UI has worked though. There we go. Load UI. All exterior, thank you. Come on. That's better. $17 meters this way. Build idea is gonna have to move locations. Oh no! Like, you had an idea for the Fargrave house you just built or you just bought, and you have to move it already. I hope that's not the case. There we go up. Is it just in the trees? 25 meters. How's it getting farther? Nameplates on. See the lizard. See the hireling. Look at abstract ideas. Think it'll work better in the Grand Cal. Ooh, cool. Do you want to disclose what your idea is? Well, I guess I haven't followed the lantern yet. Oh, right. Is that supposed to be like a vine I'm supposed to climb down? I'm gonna streak to it. Nope. Nope, that's invisible wall. Might have pathing going. Oh yeah, the Banekin. You know, that's fair. I didn't even think about how, yeah, that's probably relative to its path. Oh, I guess I could just follow the nodes, right? That's what Toucan Sam always says, just follow the nodes. Ooh, I think I'm like actually stuck. I think I approved, oh, nope, wow, they did a great job making it so you can't get permanently stuck. Cool. I will find you. 16 meters to the Love Shack. Bantam Guar chasing the lizard around. Is that it? I see something. I think I see him. How do I get to him? Okay, I have to loop around, I think. I don't think I can streak my way out of this one. Oh, maybe I can. There we go. Opposite your build where you can't get stuck. There's the little Banekin cave. Oh, okay, I was supposed to follow the flowers on the Dawnwood tree. That makes sense. Here's the little Banekin, just chilling in his cave. Nice. Alright, I think with that, we have seen everything there is to see in this amazing little adventure here. Well done, Dreamer Eternal. So next up, it's going to be by... Oh, we saw Elipandos. So next is going to be Eluvatel. Refuge of the Ally. Moonsugar Meadow. Go back to the beds. Okay. What beds are... Oh, the hay beds. Oh, we have ads coming up. Alright, what's going on in here, Shadows, that I should be looking at before I head out? I see socks. Oh, you found. Okay, thank you. Oh, you were gonna direct me to the Bankin. Sorry about that. Cool. All right. So next up is going to be by Louvetel, Moonsugar Meadow, Refuge of the Ally. No matter if you want to just enjoy a walk in the park, a drink at the beach bar, or relax, everything can be accessed from the beach house to the bismuth cave, even the float on the big lake. Everyone's welcome. Have fun. Lake house is at the small lake next to the waterfall. Walk through the tiny gap between the plants next to the nearest lantern, and you're inside. There's 2 floors and a bathroom and a tiny office. Cool. After like a string of horrific ruins and ghost towns, it's nice to finally end up at a beach house. Oh, we got Tanloran and Isabel welcoming us in. Got the ginkgo trees. I think ads are starting soonish, so I will just kind of vamp until those actually start. Ooh, love the willows. Cute little garden lanterns here. When the ads start, we will do a BRB. I love these Dawnwood garden paths. They actually really work in Moonsugar Meadow. Really nice. The falling ginkgos, love the Dawnwood trees out there, and the cherry trees. The big old mushrooms. I like the Apocrypha tree in under the mushrooms, too. We have Sharp as Night up this hill. Probably doing a little fishing. I got some swampy trees down in this creek. Nice big sprawling Moonsugar Meadow. The Apocrypha spore trees. Some candles, there we go. And BRB. And we are baby back. Let's check this house out. common lanterns over here too. Should have checked. I always whip around in this house just to see if they put a horse by that cart. Alright. We got the garden lanterns, got all the companions walking around. I see a zombie over there. Oh, let's turn nameplates back off. That's cheating. Getting better about not messing up my UI as I go through. We got the garden lanterns, all the nice falling petals. That is a hell of a rainbow, first of all, and then the mushroom thing on top. I don't even know what I'm looking at. That is wild. Look at that. Oh, I love the variety of colors there. These super weird tealy blue apocrypha streamer corals. Got the Westfield trees, the sunflowers, the yellow gorse, and some kind of giant mushroom spire at the top of it. What the heck is this? Oh, beach chairs. I love that. Look at... I know we saw this as part of a chair cobble before, but I love that you can just take this wheelbarrow and use it as a beach chair. Just stick it right in the sand. That's adorable. It's a really versatile piece. You know, it could be a grind wheel, it could be a back of a chair, it could be a whole beach chair just propped up against a mushroom. And this... Oh, look at these! These little, poolside... What? Not tanning beds, but like, yeah, like little Adirondack chairs just made out of crate lids. And then the side table made of an upside down bust. Really neat. With the willows in the water. Little banyans out there. Love these upside down solstice boulders. What the heck is in... Ooh, look at these plushy little sofas made out of clamshells. Got the mushrooms for the upholstery and the... What is slidey about? Are the shells slidey? No. Are they? I can't think of anything else that would be. Alright, I might have to play around with that. Because that's a really weird little hitbox quirk, if that is the case. Maybe not. Maybe it's not the shells. Alright, definitely gonna have to play around with that, though. Also like the Engine Guardian as a table. Lady Spitfire! Welcome in! Everyone go follow Lady Spitfire. Awesome streamer. Does some awesome gardening. Really like just lurking and watching your garden take off. It was also my first year trying to grow stuff, and potatoes ended up delicious. We've got some tomatoes and zucchinis and sweet potatoes going now. So yeah, welcome in. If anyone's just joining us, I am touring a home goods only contest with the real Endgame. There's Bastion coming down. So yeah, we're seeing some really creative cobbles just made out of home goods and other random common bits. So this whole rainbow made of various mushrooms and apocrypha things. That's giant mushroom spire. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but I just adore it. This is just so weirdly wacky. I like how Bastion just saw me and ran. That is an appropriate reaction for Bastions. Alright, love the backpack. This floor made of the coral shells too. Yeah, you better run. Alright, still trying to figure out if the hollow bit of the seashell is slidey, because that could be a new piece of the toolkit for making fun water slides, if that is in fact the case. But anyway, all the sofas that have been made with the seashells. You got the throw pillows made out of the cookie dough mushrooms. TV. I love how this just instantly reads as a TV, just on the, yeah, this very colorful, vibrant painting just on this metal frame here. Look at these centered column things working excellently as a table. I think we saw that in a couple of other builds. Like the upside down baskets, these little wicker stools. Beautiful. I like this too. The tips of the mushrooms just holding the multiple tiers of swinging lanterns. And then what is this? It's like ferns, small mammoth leaf. It's very square. Huh. That's kind of cool. I like how much of that piece of the leaf you can actually isolate, flip it into a ceiling. It's an interesting one. We got the solstice boulders for the dirt floor. Ramp taking us up into this coral structure. I like this lamp too. That's cute. Just take one of our most colorful new busts and stick a lamp on his head. Ooh, we got shell beds. That looks like a trap. Like, if there were ever a bed mimic, that would be it. I love these yellow mushrooms. Kind of reminded me of, like, eggs or something. If you ever wanted to make, like, a giant skillet with some scrambled eggs, some fried eggs, definitely use those mushrooms. I can tell it's that part of the night where I'm getting hungry, where everything is just reminding me of food cobbles. Got Mr. Malakath over there. Got the furnishing vault. Lots of nice views up here. New tattoo is a mimic. Nice. Wait, yours? Like, seriously? You got a mimic tattoo? That's awesome. If you want to share pictures on the Discord, go for it. Got the doors cobbled out of the scavenge plates. Chronometer here. I love the art on this thing. I really do need to get around to buying that thing. First, I need to get a set of Grandmaster stations. Lovely views up here, too. Oh, you just got some. That's awesome! Congrats, Revy. That's fantastic. Oh, wow. Love the diving platform into the big lake. Taking some nice views over here, too. Let's get a link to the song. Oh, yes. Yes, correct, sir. So pretty much every mashup I've played so far is by Neil Cicerega, who has kind of been like a font of memes since the very early 2000s. If you know Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny or Potter Puppet Pals, or I'm trying to think what other stuff he's done. He's done a bunch. He's done like a lot of internet stuff. But if you look up, it's just called Ribs by Neil Cicerega, and if you haven't figured out what the connection is between Ribs and Marilyn Manson, you are not a true millennial. There you go. I like this too. The build up right to the waterfall. Wow, didn't realize you could get that close to it either. Get the grate so it can actually flow down through. The stool, just the upside down bust has a little stool there. Dwarven broom. These beds are so freaking cute. Also love how you can just flip that Aeon Stone thing upside down. It just makes a weirdly glowy, artsy, probably radioactive table. Alright, maybe it's not the clamshells that are sliding. What the heck is sliding? Is it the mushroom? Is that yellow mushroom sliding? That could be a thing. Original build in there was right at the build wall. Night, yeah. I think I might have toured that. I can't recall. I love that desk. Using the coffers for the desk drawers, that is so clever. It's a scavenged plate. Kunzari tablet. Oh, right. This is where we were told that something interesting is going on here. I'll have to go back and read that note. This hutch just built out of scavenged plates. You got the monkey fan. Ooh, I bet I could do the monkey fan and real quick jump into the water. Come on, come on, come on. We gotta make it. If I hadn't got lost there. I love how the monkey doesn't have a swimming animation, so if you go into deep water, you sink straight to the bottom, and you don't come back up till you untransform. Haven't figured out anything particularly useful to do with that information, but if anyone wants to play around with that and see what can be done with the monkey fan and deep water, I would be all about it. Ooh, didn't go in here yet. And a little storage area. A little janitorial closet. I think BB9 is the one manning the broom. If only he had hands. I love that. It's just the fire pet just poking out of the kiln. We got Chokethorn. We were like 5 for 5 on Chokethorns in this. This really is pretty, Mrs. T, isn't it? I love just the rainbow. Oh, got a walk-in shower here using this other part of the waterfall. Really nice. Oh, we got a little fishing set up. So yeah, at some point I will be doing non-Neil Cicerega mashups, but I've got a bunch of those lined up. And then if you're familiar with Siva Gunner, that's a YouTube channel that does like video game specific mashups, and they just get progressively more niche and obscure as time goes on. Can't wait for the new waterfall. Right? Yeah, the new waterfalls, the new pools. I am so hyped. Cute little bedroom too, using the just the little bits of the Merkmeyer calendar and with the limestone shelves. All right, what was it we were supposed to know about the bit with the lamp here? Lake house, 2 floors with a bathroom, tiny office behind the blackwood tapestry. Okay, the column lanterns lead to the most important parts of the home. Got it. All right, so what's behind the? Oh, okay, so this is the tiny office that we were talking about. Cool. Very cool. You have plans? Nice. Is it your Lake Myers Zanmir? Because I remember there being a bunch of water features in there already that could definitely... the steam bat. Oh, yes! Oh, man. I'm really hoping that they're cheap enough that I'll be able to daisy chain them into like an actual water slide with like fully moving water throughout the whole thing. Kind of like how my slip and slide is in Colossal Mary Grotto, but on a much bigger scale. I would love to have water slides that actually have water from start to finish. Already hid the house, nice. Just kept the beach, or the. Or are we talking about Lake Meyer again? I think that's it for in here. Let's say goodbye to Bastion. Hop on out. Lovely sofas. The steam bath, nice. Yeah, the interior is so weird. Like I like the steam baths themselves, but to get to the steam baths, I don't know. It's a lot of just Aldmeri, not enough windows. Adding skylights really helps. I think if you want to have that actual building, it needs more windows innately. Get the centered. Oh, there's a jangle plume. Yep, peddler. Close enough. Let's run around, just kind of explore the grounds. This infernal guardian just kind of laying here sadly. What's your deal? Alright, the lanterns are leading us. I like this arch. This is a fun arch. Oh, taking us to Kunzari. Is there anything in the box? There's nothing in the box. Cruise excursion destination. I love that, Mrs. T. Oh, that is fantastic. You can have a tiki bar? We're getting so many cool new Tiki Bar things next patch. I am just so hyped to see all the Tideborn stuff. Nice. Yeah, I'm expecting to want to revamp my Colossal Almeri Grotto once the new Tiki Bar stuff comes out. Again, love the beach chairs over here. Love the little barrel tables. It's really cute. Ooh, big hammock. Big old hammock between 4 palm trees. It's giving like Flintstones. Oh, love that too. The cargo crates. Oh, we hadn't seen a lot of that tonight. Saw a lot of them the other night. But yeah, these cargo crates as just upholstered burlap things looks great. I need to get like the bather's towel, or maybe just some revealing swimwear for my non-costume outfit. Tells you didn't buy enough of the stupid tall doors from. Really? I was finding people were struggling to figure out what to do with those things. So I'm curious what is going to necessitate needing a whole bunch of those. Like this little gathering of companions here, along with Serene. I need a mag, but yeah, we're seeing a lot of really fun upholstered cobbles being done with these cargo crates. Like, even something as simple as, like, putting one vertical and one horizontal and then moving it to a wall to make, like, a bench or a sofa, it just looks fantastic. But yeah, this is really cool with the 3 of them together as a lounge chair. Got some nice trees out on the water. Oh, a little raft. I love that raft with the Fargrave curtain. I guess it is technically a platform. It's got the reclaimed wood platform. Or no, it's got a sail. It is totally a raft. Really nice. Man, they made 700 slots go a long way. It's impressive for Moon Sugar. Oh, I love how they grew the Dawnwood tree out of that water boulder over there. Just adding lots of glowies along the coast and on the water. Here's the Bismuth Cave. Wow. I like how the roof is a mushroom, too. Ooh, we got the stage. Love that. Oh, it's a DJ table. Man, this is our first DJ turntable we've seen made out of home goods. I love that. Just the commonplace settings for the various buttons and dials and the common platters for the discs. Love it. Got the Lady Garrett shield as that little bit of fog machine. And then, of course, we got the music coming from the singing wall. That's fun. Little party space here with the eclectic lighting of the bismuth. Like how they've even like used their limited but still versatile palette of like greens and blues with the Apocrypha stuff to light up the reflections of the bismuth even more. Really, really cool. Some of our most expensive home goods by quite a large margin. Oh wow. I love how these little nicks are catching the edges of the green light. It's like matrixy almost. That is good to know about that bismuth. Just the way it catches different colors of light. Huh. I'm assuming we're going to see a lot of mounts and pets made out of this stuff in the near future. Maybe even a skin. I know we have the crystal Atronach skin already, but that's or the glass Atronach, but yeah, I could definitely see it being more so. What is that thing? Only just now realizing that that is a creature cobble. That is a mushroom chimera monstrosity. What the hell am I looking at? I love it. It's shaped like a friend, probably. Just love that it's just made of mushrooms with the stalks as its legs. It's like a quadmera. Got a big old spine ridge with that shell. This is a hell of a creature cobble. Got the... Oh yeah, people are getting a lot of use out of these fronds for tails on their creature cobbles. It's a really nice looking frond. I'm sure people were using some of the Vardenfell bits before, but then that came out and they were like, with fronds like these, who needs anemones? And Shadows has unfollowed and unsubbed and everything. Love the rainbows here too. Beautiful, beautiful landscaping. I love how Moonsugar just has really fun varieties of grass patches. Got some of these pink ones, got some of these orange ones, a little bit of the dried ones here. It really is a meadow. Yeah, this is amazing. Like, what the heck am I even looking at? I just love it. I want to ride it. I want that as a mount. We're getting the Timber Mammoth. The sky is the limit. What else is there to see in this big old meadow? I love the DJ turntable. Was not expecting to see a DJ turntable in a home goods contest. That threw me for a loop. That might be everything. I'm trying to follow the lanterns, and I think the lanterns have taken me everywhere I need to go. Let's see. Even the float on the big lake. Drink at the beach bar. Yep. I'm thinking that's it, and if not, I'll find the rest when I tour it for judging later. So yeah, very nicely done, Aluvatil. Really fun. What was that? Oh yeah, that was Kunzari over the arch. I'm glad I finally built in this house, so I at least vaguely know what all is on the edges of it. Oh, a little laundry over here. Alright, next we have Kenobi-wan. Sword Singer's Redoubt. And ignore the inside of the Redoubt. Fair enough. Sword Singer's Sanctum. Between the time when the oceans drank Yokuda and the rise of the sons of Ansei, there was an age undreamed of. And unto this, the mysterious sword singers chose the... Oh, I'm not teleporting. Oopsie. Don't have permission? Wait. Is it... It's only you. And Sword Singers is 103, right? Don't have permission. Obi-Wan, Sword Singers... Nope, no permission. Okay. I will bring that up to Lularna and hopefully get that straightened out. Oh man, that's a shame. Obi-Wan always does ridiculously awesome things. Alright, next we have Lennox 5, Haven of the Five Companions. Cyrodiil Delve. Venture into a godforsaken cave, oh good, another one, on the southern border of Cyrodiil, where an ancient evil from nearby Elsewhere was hidden and sealed away for eternity. Technically, it's a small public dungeon. There are 3 bosses, a group event, and 3 mini-stories to discover. Oh, wow. Oh, man, I love when people just make full-on delves dungeons. Oh! Oh my, they have transformed the heck out of Haven of the Five Companions. Lots of boulder terraforming going on here. Wow. For anyone not familiar with this house, there's normally a big building where all those rocks are, and, you know, a big imperial wall where all these rocks are. So yeah, they have pretty thoroughly transformed this into an explorable, like, open-air cave. New favorite use of the janky table as a cart here. Love that. A nice simple horse. Got the flagpoles as the hitch. Got Xander spurring on his horse with a glyphic. Like the book rest on the back of it, too. Right, Mercy? It's like, yeah, this is a haven of five companions, but where's the haven? That is a really cute little cart cobble. Just a lot can be done with such a weirdly shaped table. And the book rests in between are really nicely done. Especially because they've got the one facing that way and the one facing that way, so it's even more cart shaped. Super cool. Okay, San Lauren, I don't like how you're brandishing a knife at a horse. Alright. I guess we're just gonna start left and see where it takes us. Lots of twisty dawnwood trees over here. With the sunlight just kind of filtering through the gaps. Lots of vibrant trees over there. Westfield has some of the nicest ambient music. Like, I really adore all the houses that are in Westfield. Marlos, welcome in. How you doing? Give you a shout out here. Everyone go follow Marlos. Really, really cool. We've got some vibrant golden Westfield trees over here. I hear a Lady Garrick's sacred shield. I do not see. Ooh, here's a side path over here. Got some little altar. Oh, rip Prior Theric. I love that. There's a little axe, or oh no, it's a shovel. I love that. Dwarven broom and two cleavers cobbled into a teeny tiny little shovel. And Prior Theric has been smooshed. Rip. And here we have some Forbidden Tomb. The retaining walls as the archway, and retaining walls as a door. Just a teeny tiny little gap over here. Super smooshed. He's just got such a derp expression. I love it. Like, I know he's dead. He can't help it. But, like, man. It's hard to take him seriously as a boss when I just use him as the most ridiculous trophy head sometimes. If you want to creep people out, stick him in a bed or even a cradle. Seconds after stream, test something. So yeah, sure, Revy. Definitely. Ooh. Yeah, I love the use of the Sacred Shield. You can really hear that Sacred Shield from a ways off. Just make sure you can't open a door. Okay, fair enough. Is that on NA? I'm assuming NA. Love how the light just kind of streams through these openings. I don't want to look it up just yet, but I am curious how many boulders were used here out of 600. I'm going to say 300 volcanic plugs. Off stream? Yep. Yep, no worries. Lots of ferns. Just keeping some of the ambient grass that comes with the house. Really did a great job covering up every trace this ever was Haven of the Five Companions. Beautiful. This feels like exactly what Zos did with the Telvanni Peninsula. Just take this one boulder and copy paste it into any kind of cave shape that you want. Oh, hello. Narrowmore is just peeking behind, and he's got a sword. I love that. Oh, that's so great, with the Narrowmore head and the Thoat sword there, just coming through the door. And this is the armory station. This whole door is the armory station. So not only do you get that nice, like, bolted door frame, but even that little bit of underlighting is from the light that comes off of the armory station. Oh, that is so cute. Holy crap. You got the retaining walls again as the stone slab. The engine guardian for that seal. Little imp hanging out. That... I might have to steal that in some capacity. Just... Oh, Marlos. So yeah, you're just joining it. This is a home goods contest. The only things allowed in this contest are things you can buy from the home goods vendor or things that are craftable but have common in the name, or collectibles and pets and whatnot. So yeah, people have gotten really creative with their lack of their normal toolkit. So using the whole armory station as a door, and I mean that's a good trick just if you're out of real slots. Like if you have a collectible slot available and nothing else to do with the armory station, now we all know like you can make a pretty convincing door out of the back of the armory station. But yeah, I might have to steal just this. The trophy head poking out with the Thoat sword also poking out. That's just, oh man, that is creepy as hell, and I love it. Oh, people get so creative with their limited tile sets, or limited toolkit, I should say. This is making me want to enter a home goods contest. That's been my only regret about it agreeing to judge this is just now I want to do one, and I don't have a contest to do it for. But no, I'm not mad about that. I just love seeing what everyone else comes up with. Beautiful cave. This really feels like it could just be a public dungeon, just out in the world somewhere. DPESM? What does that mean? It's up here. Love the ambient Westfield music. Oh, I can't believe we can climb up even higher over here. Doesn't mean you can't do a build inside. Yeah, that's very true. Oh, okay, it doesn't. Sorry, I was like, am I supposed to know what that acronym is? There have been many times where someone said an acronym and I've had to look it up real quick. Off home road trying to attack. Nice. Oh, poor bear is mourning his comrade. It looks like you've got this little bear memorial, which I love the garden this garden lantern just offsetting the stone of the limestone retaining wall. Looks a lot like what Fiendish did in their structure. You got the Kunza Reed tablet there, and a bear just paying his respects to this other bear. Alright, where are we going next? One of those builds, again, where I'm terrified I'm going to miss something. But there is a lot of room to zoom. Using all the vertical and horizontal space of this courtyard, I'm just shocked they have enough slots to make it as overgrown as they have been. Oh, got a little Thurvacoon over here. Oh, and a baby dragon paying its respect to Thurvacoon. And treasure, love that. It's got the actual treasure glow, like when you have antiquities maxed out. That's a really fun use of the weather control with the super, typically very annoying fog that shows through everything. But yeah, here it kind of works because it looks just like those chests you find in Imperial City that also have that really frustrating blue fog. Well, Marlos, you should do some housing. And yeah, if you do have an idea and you want to, you want to bounce some ideas off me, I am more than happy to poke around and see where we end up. I love these tangly dawnwood trees just in with the caves. They also make good roots. You just flip them right upside down and make like giant tree roots just as easily as you can do tree trunks. Wow, I love the views up here. This just keeps going. Amazing. Just bouldermancy. It's up here. Like, I feel so immersed in this build that I am like half expecting mobs to just spawn in front of me. We all end up in the same place? Yeah. Yeah, housing is not only the real endgame, but it is the only endgame. Once you're, once you're done PvPing, once you've done all your trifectas, you are wondering what to do with your millions of gold, do some housing, and you will quickly be poor. Very, very poor. Exactly, Revy. Oh, this little collapse. Like, the consistency of these monuments, and then just have one collapse like that. That's really nice. Oh, poor fanny plant. God. Man, everyone is using Chokethorn tonight. Love it. Alright, I've done the full loop around the interior upper perimeter here. So I guess we go back down. Let's see what else is going on. I'm guessing those were the mini bosses that were mentioned. Ooh, I see. Oh. Yep, we've come full circle here. There's the cart. So now we go into the big room. Go through this little cave entrance here. Ooh, a very locked door, and presumably a warning. Which Kunzari tablet? Yeah, behold, the Lunar Champion. I like the archway that they made with the retaining walls, too. It was very nicely done. The singing wall. Oh, hello, Zarethvar. Not who I was expecting, but I probably should have expected Zarethvar. Let's lock that right behind us. If it's gonna be a boss fight, you gotta be locked in, right? Love that with the singing and the particle effects, just making him look like he's recently risen from the dead. And the fact that you can clip just a little bit of the Murkmire calendar out above the floor looks really nice. Got these spikes, they look like a boss mechanic of some sort, like lightning rods or something. We got Kunzari behind him, we have a dragon in our own homeland. Got the augur to consult. I really wish you could interact with the Kunzari sarcophagus while it was vertical, because it looks so much more imposing when it's stuck up vertically, but then you can't open it. I guess it can be a good or a bad thing. I personally like to sneak other corpses inside of it. Really nice. Ooh, I like that. The Aeon Stone as a creepy little stalactite. With the rubble all around. Making great use of this kind of awkward structure that's like within the actual hall of the Five Companions house. Just making it look like it's holding up something makes a lot more sense than how by default it just isn't doing anything. It's just a weird little like pillar archway. Lennox, welcome in. Oh man, I am living for this build. Thank you so much for sharing this. One more mini story down there. Okay. Oh, down in the cave. Cool. Yeah, I was gonna do one last loop. I'm assuming this is the boss fight. So this is the Haven of the Five Companions by Lennox 5. So glad you could make it tonight, Lennox. Appreciate it. Love the Solstice vines too. Really freaking cool. The collapsed rubble. So yeah, I was just ranting about how this structure within the Haven of the Five Companions doesn't look like it's doing very much. So I appreciate that you've actually made it hold up a ceiling, and now it kind of looks like more appropriately like a boss fight room or something. That's wonderful. Also like the rubble reskin of some of these floors as you walk in. Almost 400 boulders. Yeah, that was going to be my guess. Somewhere around 300 or 400. And as I started going through, I'm like, yeah, there's enough verticality here to make it easily that much. So what was the other mini story that I missed? I saw the bear paying his respects. I saw the dragon paying his respects. I saw the chokethorn with the ruined memorial. And then I saw Narrowmore. This might be my favorite part of the entire build. Just Narrowmore creeping through the door. And also the fact that the armory station can make such a good door on its own. Just, I don't want to say it's adorable, but it's adorable. Oh, I don't think I have... No, I have been that way. Yep, that is the way I have been. Can't wait to get CP on EU. I find myself running out of stamina way too frequently on this server. Is there anything in the tree? Nope. Yeah, we saw, alas, poor Prior Theric and his little... One more pass between the... Okay, thank you. Okay, first of all, shovel, freaking adorable. And I just love the storytelling here with the cursed tomb just absolutely flattening poor Theric. Thing lit up here. Oh, there we go. Thank you. That was really sneaky. Just seeing, yep. Yeah, those vines really kind of cloaked that one. Ooh, we got a little shrine. Kind of reminds me of those shrine, like those underground things you find in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, got a little Banekin. Love that. Got Trophy Head as the embers, I think. Or is that a pet? Why can't I suddenly... There we go. Yep, Atronach. Oh, that's a nice one for the embers. Just the little face of that ember, or the Atronach trophy. Yeah, he's got his little soup bowl. That's so freaking cute. Oh, oh my. Love that. Well, you know what's funny? I also have this guy on his back in a bed under some covers in my Moon Sugar Meadow. Oh man, I love that cleaver right through the face. That's fun. He's got a little scribble, got some scribblings on his janky table. Got his bucket. I like this structure. Ooh. Oh, and the fact that you can see out specifically towards White Gold Tower from out here. Like, you picked the perfect view to isolate through this window. Really, really nice. We got some pants. I'm assuming the Banekin is the one who offed him and stole his soup. All in the name of soup. Really nicely done, Lennox. Thank you so much for sharing. This is just such a fun example of like how closely we can replicate the actual in-game experiences with just all the boulders and the flora and fauna that we have available. Plus, when you start playing around with like how the light is shining down overhead and just getting like some of the sunlight streaking through down into the canyons, you can just really use it to your advantage. Like have these guys sitting out in the little bit of sunlight that's been afforded us. Just highlight whatever you want to highlight. Really nicely done. Killed his master for the stew. I love that. There are so many like little environmental pieces like that where you see a skeleton and his journal is something about, oh yeah, I'm really good at summoning scamps, and there's a bunch of scamps and yeah, just dead guy. Right, was there anything else? Appreciate you leading me towards that last one, because I don't know why it snuck yeah, snuck by me as I was just making the rounds. Right, I think I have time for one more tonight. It'll be Lotlorian's Matheson Manor. That's all? Appreciate it. Wow, that was so fun to explore. Man. It's also shockingly parkour proof from what I could see. I know we're having a little bit of a discussion on the Discord today about certain people who shall remain nameless and their enjoyment of parkouring from boulder to boulder. Pond near me. Oh. Sorry, there's a bit of chat delay, so sometimes by the time I've passed something, it's like... Wait, near the gate. Okay. Oh, nice. Oh, love that. Yep, thank you for pointing that out. That's cute. The lily pads just all on the same plane to make a little pond. It's like it's catching the rainfall that makes it down into this canyon. Beautiful. Alright, so yep, our last build for the night is going to be by Lotlorian, Matheson Manor Patchwork Refuge. Journal entry of Dharmarisi, chewer of forbidden scrolls, daedrologist extraordinaire. This one's paws have found a cluster of humble shacks held together by little more than luck and patched with scraps from wherever fortune's winds have blown. The folk here welcome this one, no questions asked. Their eyes tell many stories, though their voices rarely speak, giving up no secrets. This one suspects the greatest treasure here is the quiet promise of peace anyway. So this one will investigate further just to be sure. A hamlet of shacks that bent, held by luck and timber strength. Walls lean like sleepy cats, roof patched quick with this and that. No golden wealth in sight, only dancing firelight. Bread is shared, no questions asked, warmth is given, silence lasts. Wounded souls find repose in homes where wind calmly blows. One can go where heart's released, to walk with friends and feel the peace. Ooh. Alright, not sure if it's going to be cozy or creepy or both with that. I really don't know how alive some of these inhabitants are going to be. Oh, another cave. Love it. Love just the artistry that people get with these Vardenfell boulders specifically. Also like this reclaimed wood staircase just kind of leading us up. It really just clips nicely into all manner of terrain. We got the topiary trees. Ooh, got some Fargrave Festival. Ooh. The Fargrave Canopy I have not seen a lot of in this contest. I really am shocked because it's such a cool piece of structure. Eggy, welcome in. How you doing? Love the putty just jumping on itself. We got some shacks over there, the reclaimed wood pieces, making great platforms and shacks. We got the ginkgo trees. I like this too. This painting as a sliding panel door, and then using the little statuette for the handle. Really cute. And that brand new square piece of sandstone kind of working as a shutter. A nice way to make a shack very efficiently too. Like essentially just 3 slots and then another one for the foundation. And then you get some collectibles for the doors. And Matheson gives, what, 40 collectible slots, so definitely going to go a long way there. I thought they built up the terrain. It's taking us, presumably, all the way above the actual manor. We got another matching door over here, matching shutters. Maik is an inhabitant here. That makes way too much sense. You can even see out to Matheson proper from here. It's a cool view. We'll sit and rest. Like how the moths are pathing around too. Got the upside down scallop shell over there mixed in. Kind of just looks like fancy painted rocks. Window. I guess I can come down here. Wasn't sure how else to get over here. Yeah, got some of those brand new seashells from the Solstice Home Goods. I am dodge rolling so much on EU for no reason. Yeah, I love the Fargrave pennants. Little bits of soft light coming from those common lanterns. As we make our way up, let's see the cherry trees, the Westfield shrubs. Ooh, lots of trees over here. A little campfire, some candles in among the ashes, just keeping it just ever so slightly glowing. All these reclaimed wood bridges. Honestly, all the reclaimed wood Cypher's midden pieces have just been such a fantastic upgrade for rustic structures like these. And it's so cool to see what people come up with. Really great for like pirate towns and old like waterfront districts. Like this too. The bookrest as a little wall shelf honestly makes a great wall shelf, even just outside of a home goods contest. This is two of them together, I think. Yep, two of those. Got the Khajiit of the Moon's replica. This rough tarp has a little awning here. A bit of soup. Like how they stuck the cleaver in, so now you can't really tell what kind of utensil it is. It's just, you know, something to stir your soup with. Got the hay bed up on this kitchen island stall. The laundry hanging out. Really, really cozy shanty town with some nice, vibrant flowers and everything. It's not a depressing place. It's just a peaceful, rustic kind of shanty town. Got some firewood, wagon wheels, stick fence walls here. Oh, the little wagon wheel headboard is cute too. Got some soup, again using the cleaver. Some soup utensil. Got the broom. Some hanging dishware. Oh, got the cleaver just stuck right in the wood there. Really nice. Some lovely clutter and environmental placement. Finding myself getting progressively more lost. It reminds me of like the design of Hughesbane, like that one delve in Hughesbane that's just so vertical that I always get lost in, but it's just so fun to look up and see where you are in relation to everything else. Like this too. This wagon wheel and its weird little hub. It's really coming in clutch. The kiln, the fire in there. The coffers. More of those canopies. Ooh, I really like the palisades upside down, so you can either use the spiky bits as some threatening fencing, or you just flip them upside down. And once again, I completely forgot that this is a home good. So yeah, you can just flip that right upside down and have a cool little offset fence wherever you need a cool little log fence like that. Got the sliding panel door again. Happy little wagon wheel decor. Very vibrant out here. So I'm assuming this is the backyard of Matt. Yeah, so this is like where Matheson Manor would be if it weren't covered in boulders. Wow, we can actually go like up and above here. Just trying to get my bearings, make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, so can't go up there. There's an invisible wall. But there's at least an implication that we could get further up on that rooftop. I don't think I can streak. Nope. So there's the tippy top of that. Saw that one. Came up through there. All these rustic window shutters with the square carved blocks. Making great use of all the backsides of these paintings. Free slots, why not? Ooh, the one innate bit of water in this house, that weird little pool pond thing, I like how it's been reformed into just a natural pond. That's cute. Yep, so now I know vaguely where I am in relation to the rest of the build, or the rest of the house. Oh, I got a little squirrel in the log. Cute. Got the Merkmeyer calendar. Kind of implying that it's been carved into this boulder. I like that. That's fancy. I got another door here. Lots of ginkgo trees for those lovely, softly falling petals. This thing, I'm not sure if it's a home goods. What is this thing? Nedic something? Reachfolk banner. Oh yeah, I guess that is part of the Markarth home good. Yeah, Markarth has some really weird one-off home goods. Totally forgot about that one. The window boxes. Got Monkey playing some Tales of Tribute. Aw, we can join him. I love that. We are definitely snoozing the hell out of those ads. Can't take much more baby back ribs. Yeah, now we can be a monkey and engage in some monkey business. And there's Gilladil. This little... I like this. The log just turned on its side to now just be a full-on dead tree. You could probably even put a top on it if you wanted to, and just have a tree with a cute little mossy hollow. And there's the Acolyte. This little bustling town vibe here with all the pathing on the NPCs, and that squirrel just zooming around. Go in here. Another cozy little bed. And a great painting. There's the armory. Ooh, they added a loaf pan to the armory. I wonder if that was to cover something, or if it's just to add something. I don't know. Yeah, really cute. Really cozy, rustic. A wash tub. I love that. I like that you can take the socks and the pants and flip them over, and they're a totally different color on the underside. So if you want some dark pants, just flip those pants right over. You want some gray socks, flip the socks. Doesn't work for all kinds of light. It's not so much that they're a different color, so much as they're catching the light in different ways. Kind of like the hedges do. Yeah, I really like how they converted this man-made pond, or I guess mermaid pond, but I'm not getting into that. Anyway. And just converting it into just a natural divot in the terrain that collects water. Really cute. Flowers growing up through there. I always forget that there's a bowl of grain. It's technically a common piece, right? Yep, common bowl of soup. It's different than the bowl of stew. The upside down statuette, pedestal for your candles. Oh, really got all the mileage they could out of 40 collectible slots, it looks like. The doors and door handles. Coffers. Really nicely done. Oh, it's beautiful. Some cages over here. We get up there. I feel like I took a wrong turn and have not gotten to... Oh. Here we go. Love all the scattered papers all around, just on the wall, on the floor. Got the book rest shelf. Yeah, have a great night. Rosilani, thanks so much for popping in. Appreciate you. There's Morwa, my favorite upside down statuette, that Morwa one. Just a really cool tray, a neat pattern. Got the reclaimed wood bridge here. Oh, there's Serene. Have a little drinky drink, or maybe just a nap. Wow, the verticality in here is just something else. Same with Lennox's build. Just back to back, amazing what you can do with boulders and just mixing up, the heights of the explorable space. It just really makes the whole limited courtyard feel so much bigger. Can I go through here? Ooh, yep, sure can. Aw, little cave dwelling as opposed to all the shack dwellings. Beautiful. Yeah, this really does just feel all peaceful and homey. Having to do writs so you can afford to post things on the guilds. Oof. Yeah, I've sometimes resorted to selling my alkahest and my spare, refined materials. It's not ideal, but it happens. Snoozing more of those ads. Really, really cool. Alright, I believe that was all the houses. Really nicely done, Lotlarian. Feels so all-encompassing, like a real in-game town, kind of. Gorgeous. Yeah, that's gotta be everything. And if not, I will find it when I go to judge. And also, Lotlarian, if you're seeing this and I did miss something big, please let me know. So yeah, let's go find someone to raid off to. Who's doing what? Ooh, Tyrannay's on. Wow, Miriam's playing The Sims 1. That is tempting, to be perfectly honest. No, let's go say hi to Tyrannay. I always try to hand off to the same game when I can. There we go. Yeah, thank you all so much for popping in. Really appreciate every single one of you. And thanks to all the Housers just sharing your incredible, incredible build.